Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have a Celtic cross spread, and we are using a tarot deck. This tarot deck is the Osho Zen. Yeah, it is. And yeah, this is a deep reading already. And I pulled one oracle card here, Sagittarius, from a visionary deck I have. Yes, it is called the Visionary deck. And this is actually from my I Ching deck, but this is just one card from it. And this is based on the Tao, and so is this. But here is increase. And somebody, I feel like your life is going to change here. And there is an increase. I also feel like somebody wants an increase. They want things, they want their life to get better. And they want more happiness and joy in their life. And I believe that somebody here, you are doing this as well. But there's somebody else here, I believe, who, who could definitely be involved in this reading that really wants this. Yeah, this increase with you, I believe. And yeah, we have some really interesting cards. And we start the reading with intensity. And, this is the crossing that card is creativity. And here we see she is like the Empress. It is the number 3 card, and we see the woman there, right? And she is much like the Empress, and she has, yeah, she's sitting in all her abundance, like outside in the meadow, basically. And yeah, we have intensity, and this intensity card. Let's have a look at that card, but I feel like this is a Scorpio card that talks about a Scorpio type card that talks about something that is very intense. So actually, this is the Knight of Fire, who is the Knight of Wands, but Scorpios are intense, and yes, they are, and there is something very, that is part of their chart or part of their nature to be intense. Let's have a look at this card. And that is the Knight of Wands. And that is you, Sagittarius. Or there's an energy here about you, of course, in your, like your style. Or, what makes up the nature of the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Fire here. This card, the figure in this card is taken on the shape of an arrow. Yeah, moving fast with kind of like this lightning speed. Moving with the single pointed focus of one who knows precisely where he is going. He's going so fast that he has almost pure energy. But his intensity should not be mistaken for the manic energy that makes people drive their car at the top speed to get from A to B. This kind of intensity belongs to the horizontal world of space and time. Yeah, this is a recognition that now is the only moment there is, and here is the only space. Yeah, and that's what this is about. This reading is about somebody who wants an increase with you, and this moment is coming very, very soon. This person knows what they want. This may be you, Sagittarius, but this is, I believe this is a love reading. I do believe this is a love reading, right? And so I feel like somebody wants increase with you to, like, maybe, maybe to go from dating to engagement, something like that. But this is all, it's all very beautiful. And this intensity card talks about somebody not caring. They know what they want they know what they want here, but they don't care what other people think. And some people could be threatened by this energy here. This is somebody who's coming full speed ahead to, I feel like, to like kind of up your relationship with them. Yeah. Or if you don't have one with them, they want one, I believe, right? So here we have the Empress crossing that, and this is creativity, and this is very interesting here. But this is obvious here, or clear, I should say, that somebody knows they want to create with you. This may be your energy, of course, right? This is your reading, of course. And so let's see what else we have. And we have the unconscious influence here. The unconscious influence is new vision. So this unconscious like new vision, it's possible somebody didn't know that they really wanted this. Like It came to them like an awakening, or like some type of reminder, or kind of maybe in a dream, because there's a lot of spiritual energy here with the new vision and the breakthrough card and this intensity card. We have rebirth in the reading. Yeah, we do. Yes. And so let's have a look at the new vision. Let's look at that card. And I feel like that is showing up as a major arcana. Yes, it is. And when you open up to the ultimate, immediately it pours into you. Yeah, this is about transcendence, the new vision. The figure on this card is being born anew, emerging from his earthbound roots and growing wings to fly into the unbounded. This talks about somebody, this talks about an energy where somebody has like risen up and like awakened to their divine source energy. And this person knows that they are standing in their divine source power, basically. They know this in this reading. Yeah, they are very aware here, and they want to manifest with that energy. There's some type of worry in this reading, kind of, or some type of, it's possible that this is this person's worry that they may not have this with you. Yeah. Yeah, the circle represents the unmanifest. Inside this, here's this man here. It looks like he's pulling an arrow, but he's kind of in this pose here. And there is a circle there, but the circle, the square represents the physical, the manifest, the known. And here is the square. Here is the circle, represents the unmanifest. In other words, something that has not taken place or has been manifested yet. And so, this talks about being presented with an opportunity to see life in all its dimensions, from the depths to the heights. They exist together when we come to know from experiences that the dark and difficult are needed as much as the light and the easy in order for us to understand ourselves. We can't really know what joy is if we have not experienced pain, right? Not true joy. That would be just taking things in vain, taking things in vain, and just saying, life is just pure joy all the time. No, it is not. And so we need the duality to show us and to remind us and to keep us wise and basically awakened about life and what life really means to us. And somebody has figured all that out. It's also possible that somebody has suffered here in this reading with this new vision, with kind of seeing what they want, but only seeing it through pain. Like, oh, I don't want this. No, I don't want to like experience this anymore. So I want this new vision now. And I see very clearly here what joy and what love is. That's really what this is about. Yeah. We have this card here, and this politics card, and the man has removed his mask, and there's a snake here. There is. He's pretty sinister looking here, but this talks about somebody who could have been a big pretender, and maybe they thought they had everything figured out. It's possible. This is the conscious influence now. So that's what I mean. Somebody knows very consciously that they were playing games, playing games or making their rules. This card is politics. It's like this is like the Seven of Swords here. It is the Seven here. It can be about somebody who was playing games and they play by their own rules. They don't play fair. And there's consciousness of that here. The unconscious was the new vision, figuring life out. Only by way of a duality of seeing pain before understanding what real joy is and really appreciating it, right? Kids who are given everything in life, how can they appreciate, how can they appreciate hard work if they've been handed everything in their life, right? Or if they never had to earn any money, how can they really appreciate the value of a dollar? Basically, It's that type of energy here. So this card, this 7, this talks about anybody who can be a good pretender, a hypocrite, will become your leader politically. We're not going to talk about that stuff. That's what it says here. Will become your, yeah, it goes on. It's interesting here. But this talks about somebody who kind of knew that they were living a double life. Now, because look, he has 2 masks here, right? And this isn't really about politics, so of course it's not, right? But this is about somebody who kind of lived a double life, and there could have been a third party here. Yeah, I have to throw that in, because somebody realizes here that what they were doing was wrong. Yeah, that's what this reading is about. It's a trip, because it's very subtle, but it's clear, it's subtle, and the pain that I feel, that there's a little bit of pain here, is an acknowledgement of I didn't do right. I didn't do the right thing. I feel like somebody kind of didn't know themselves. On one hand, they knew they were doing something wrong. They did know that, whoever was wearing this mask here. But they didn't know that, they didn't know themselves. And they didn't know what real love is. And I feel like this person knows now. And them knowing or understanding what real love is them knowing that they want an increase with you. They want their life to be richer and fuller with you, Sagittarius. Yeah, with this increase card. Very interesting here. I feel like it is. And yeah. This also talks about somebody who has 2 lives, kind of. Even if they don't have actually 2 lives, the life that is kind of hidden is the backdoor life, and that is the life they have come to realize that they want. That's what this card is about, and that is a trip. I feel like it is. Somebody has realized here what really wasn't front and center in their life is what they really want. And there's major wisdom gained in this reading for somebody. And of course it could be you, Sagittarius, but it may be for this other person as well. We have this card here, sharing, and she really is the Queen of Wands. We see the beautiful, she looks like an Indian woman. Maybe she is a Pakistani woman. I'm not sure, but she's very beautiful. And she is serving this food, and she has a smile on her face. And this is seen as, in this deck, it is the Queen of Wands. She's bringing fruit, and she has a candle here, and she's bringing like a snack here to share, right? And, you know, that sits, let's see where that sits here. That sits in old patterns, the old way. So we don't know if, and when we see this, I feel like this is just talking about the past, Sagittarius, sharing. I feel like somebody here wants this increase with you. It's possible you were with them in the past. Yeah, it's definitely. And you guys were sharing here. And this is what this person has realized, that this is real sharing. Yeah, this reading's a trip, because it's very clear. And, you know, it's interesting because I feel like this is harder to see with the other deck, yeah, I feel like it is, right? Because these, so, you know, and it's clear here. And here you are sitting there, you know, and it talks about that showing up in old patterns or the old way. And let's have a look at that sharing card, though, a little bit about the Queen of Wands, right? Let's have a look at her, and that is you. And we'll see what else it has to talk about, because Queen of Fire could just simply be the energy, Sagittarius, right? Not necessarily you. So let's have a look here. Okay. And here she is sharing. As you move above to the 4th center, that is the heart chakra, your whole body, your whole life becomes a sharing of love. I feel like there is a major breakthrough in understanding. We have breakthrough and understanding right here in this reading. And so, of course, a breakthrough is an understanding, right? And we have that card, understanding, next to it. And so I feel like what's going on here in this reading here is that somebody has a major understanding of their love for you. Yeah. It's a simple message, but it's come really difficult. It has this message has like hit somebody in the head or punched them in the nose, kind of. Yeah, or one day they just had this major kind of breakthrough right here, like a tower. And the way they're showing the man, he's kind of happy here, but he's like, wow. And you can tell by his eyes, the look in his eyes. Okay, the third center has created the abundance of love. By reaching to the third center in meditation, you have become so overflowing with love, compassion, you want to share it. I feel like there was a major realization that this person wants to share with you, or that you want to share with them. Yeah, definitely. And so the breakthrough card right here is showing up in new patterns, moving into the new. Yeah, this breakthrough can be seen in a couple ways. A breakthrough, you could have a breakthrough with this person. Like maybe it was so stagnant, or maybe you thought you would never see them again, or something like that, or it would never turn out this way, possibly. That can be a breakthrough here. But I feel like this is a very spiritual, this is moving into the new patterns, and I feel like that is majorly just this major spiritual energy here. Let's have a look at, and so is the new vision, and so is rebirth, understanding. Yeah, all of it, right? This intensity card as well. And let's look at breakthrough. To transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. The psychotherapist simply patches you up. That is his function. He is not there to transform you. Yeah, exactly. You need a metapsychology. So meta means change. That's really what that means. Yeah. Just like metaphysical, it means something that is different from the physical, right? The psychology of the Buddhas. That's what they're saying that you need here. Or somebody needs this in order to change, saying that the psychotherapist is just going to put a Band-Aid on the matter and send you home, right? In the greatest adventure in life, to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest adventure in life to go through a breakdown consciously. That's really interesting, right? So they're saying when you go through kind of the night of the soul, or something, when you go through a breakdown consciously, like you know that you are changing, and you know that you have suffered a breakdown, basically, or that you have went through something very just kind of maybe butt kicking, kind of just something that really startles you, and that really pushes your buttons and kind of wakes you and grabs you by the shirt collar. And so that's what this breakthrough is about, and that's what somebody has done in this reading here. That's what you have done, or your person, and this breakthrough is showing up in the new pattern here. So now we have change, as I said, major change, or somebody has almost found God in this reading. But for sure they have found themselves, and as the spirituals say, we are God. God is in us. And I feel like this person here is, or the universe is in us, however it works for you. But this is a beautiful energy here, but there's been difficulty here, and I feel like there has been suffering, and I don't see such a direct suffering card, but it's here, and it's lingering, and it's subliminal. It's like it's below the surface here. Yeah. So we have going with the flow, Sagittarius, and this going with the flow card is, here we see the man going with the flow, and that is showing up here in your feelings and your attitudes about the situation. So this is you wanting to go with this. So maybe you have changed, and this is all about career, possibly. But you may have changed too, and I feel like you are definitely willing just to go with the flow, with whatever this is. And we see the body here, and it's just letting the waves kind of pull him down the river. Yeah. And so the understanding card is what you are attracting from the outside. So somebody understands you, Sagittarius, or you are understanding your life in its entirety. This is a really deep reading because these are deep cards. But if somebody loves you here, and I feel like they do, and I feel like this is probably the person who is wearing this mask. Yeah, it talks about somebody who lives two different lives. But at the end of the day, when they go home, they figure it out that, I want my hidden life. I want the other life. I'm here participating possibly in a family or something like that, but this is not what I want. I want my backdoor life. Yeah, where maybe people don't know about that. It could be hidden, right? Here is the mask, which can always imply something that is hidden, right? The understanding card is here now, and as I said, and this is what you are attracting from the outside. And this is, let's have a look at that card. I feel like that is a very interesting. We see the bird here, and he is flying up here. Yeah, this is a dove, and they are doves, I believe. And you can tell by the tail and the body here, and they are leaving these bars. So what this is saying is that somebody was stuck in a prison of not understanding their life, not understanding divine source power or divine source energy, not understanding that. I feel like that they were vibrating in this low vibration, like they have raised their consciousness here, and I feel like there's an understanding of that. Yeah, and that's what that card is talking about. It is. And that is what you are attracting from the outside. This could be saying that somebody maybe really understands you, but there is a major breakthrough. It's next to breakthrough, and a major understanding here in general. Rebirth is showing up as your desires or your denials. It's almost like hopes and fears here. So you are hoping for a rebirth here, and a big change, right? Of course, when we see rebirth here. And in your potential outcome, Sagittarius, is possibilities. And they don't really call it potential in this one. They call it the outcome or the key. Let's have a look at that possibilities card, which is really beautiful. And we see the sun, we see sundown or sun up, and we see the eagle flying above. This is like overcoming. And let's have a look at that card. Excuse me, and that is possibilities. Here it is, and this is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can show up. These are wands. This is about taking action and fire energy, and it's just like moving forward and an intense energy here. This intensity card is the Knight of Wands here. And so we have possibilities, and we're going to have a look at that card right now, and this is in your outcome. We know what it is. Let's see what they have to say, because this is mind. Your mind can accept any boundary anywhere, but the reality is that by its very nature, existence cannot have any boundary, because what will be beyond the boundary? Again, another sky. This talks about somebody who is not content with their life, and they see other possibilities. And you either see other possibilities in your career, Sagittarius, but I feel like it is this person who's living some type of backdoor life here. Most likely. Maybe you were, but, and we have to kind of take this in, you'll understand here, right? But how this resonates towards you, right? Take what fits and what doesn't here. But in the outcome here, it talks about somebody who wanted more. That's what this is. Because they realize here that this is like realizing that if this is a relationship, that this will have no boundaries, that this will be a major transcendence and overcoming. And that's what the increase is about here. Wow. We're going to end this reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.